Close your eyes. Picture this. A 9-year-old boy crying over his father's poisoned corpse. His tribe rides away, leaving him in a blizzard to freeze, to starve, to die like a worthless dog. Now open your eyes. That same boy, 40 years later, he's standing on a mountain of skulls. 40 million corpses. His empire stretches from your feet to the horizon and beyond. So far you could ride for a year and never leave his domain. His name means universal ruler. History calls him the deadliest human being who ever lived. Scientists say 1 in every 200 men alive today carries his blood in their veins. He didn't just conquer nations, he conquered genetics. The boy who became Genghis Khan. And I'm going to tell you exactly how he did it. But I'm warning you, this story is soaked in blood. Stay with me. Hell's Child. The prophecy written in blood. Mongolia, 1162, winter. The kind of cold that turns your breath to ice and your fingers black. A woman screams, a baby tears into the world, but this isn't normal. The shamans gasp. The boy is clutching a blood clot in his tiny fist. Blood. From the moment he's born, there's blood in his hand. The shamans whisper, "This child will be a warrior. This child will spill rivers of blood." They name him Temujin, after a warrior his father just killed. But prophecies, they're written in suffering. The day everything died. Temujin is 9 years old when he watches his father drink fermented mare's milk with the Tatars. He doesn't know it's poisoned. None of them do. 3 days later, his father is dead, foaming at the mouth, convulsing, gone. And here's where Mongolia shows its true face. His father's tribe doesn't help the widow and her children. They abandon them. Why? Because they're weak now, useless, dead weight. Picture this. A mother, 6 children, left in the frozen steppe with nothing. No food, no protection, no hope. Eating rats to survive. They dig for roots like animals. They catch fish with their bare hands. Temujin's little brother finds a bird's nest. They devour the eggs raw, fighting over the shells. Is this nobility? Is this the grandson of a Khan? No. This is a boy learning that the world is a graveyard, and only the strong get to decide who digs the graves. The first murder. One day, Temujin and his brother catch a fish. A beautiful silver fish. They're salivating, starving. But Bektor, his half-brother, steals it, rips it from their hands and laughs. Temujin doesn't cry. He doesn't beg. He goes cold. Ice cold. He finds his full brother Kassar. They grab their bows. They hunt Bektor like prey. And when they find him sitting on a hill, 2 arrows. Chest and back, simultaneous. Bektor looks down at the arrow in his chest, then at Temujin. He whispers, "Brother." He dies. Temujin is 14 years old. His mother screams at him, "You're a monster! You're a murderer!" But Temujin's eyes? Empty. Dead. He's learned the first rule. In this world, you're either the hunter or the meat.
But Karma's not done with him. The Taichiud clan captures him. They put a wooden collar around his neck, a kang that weighs 30 pounds. He can't lie down, can't eat properly. They parade him around like a circus animal, for weeks, for months. They beat him, mock him, wait for him to break. One night, during a festival, everyone's drunk. Temujin sees his chance. He smashes his guard's head with the wooden collar still on, runs, and plunges into a freezing river. The search parties scream his name. Torches sweep the banks. He's underwater, breathing through a reed, his lips turning blue. Hours pass. The cold is killing him. But dying in the river? That's his choice. Dying as their slave? Never. He survives. He escapes. And something inside him, something dark and terrible, is born. The boy who refused to die is coming back. And everyone who hurt him, they'll pay in blood. The outcast's gambit. Most men would hide. Most men would run to the edge of the world and pray to be forgotten. Not Temujin. He starts recruiting the rejects, the abandoned, the bastards and thieves that no tribe wants. He offers them something revolutionary. Loyalty over bloodline. In Mongolia, your birth is your destiny. Nobles stay nobles, slaves die slaves. But Temujin says, I don't care who your father was, prove yourself and you'll eat at my table. It's genius, it's insane, and it works. Men flock to him. Why? Because he's offering the impossible. A nobody can become somebody. Brothers in blood, enemies in fate. Temujin allies with two men, Togrul and Old Khan, and Jamuka, his childhood friend, his blood brother. They raid together, fight together, bleed together. For a while, it's perfect. But power is poison. Jamuka watches as warriors start choosing Temujin over him. The tribes whisper, Temujin is fair, Temujin is strong, Temujin shares the loot equally. Jealousy grows like a cancer. And in 1201, betrayal. The Battle of Blood Brothers. They meet on an open plain. Two armies, two blood brothers, one battlefield. Jamuka's forces outnumber Temujin's 3-1. The sky darkens with arrows. Men scream. Horses collapse. The grass turns into a swamp of blood and mud. Temujin loses. He retreats into the mountains, his army shattered. Most men would surrender. Most men would accept defeat. But Temujin, he learns, he adapts, he realizes the truth. The Mongol tribes are divided, weak. If he can unite them under one banner, the choice, kneel or bleed. Over the next 5 years, Temujin goes tribe by tribe with a simple message. Join me and share in glory. Resist me, and I will erase your name from history. Your children will forget your face, your bloodline will end. Those who join, he treats them like family. Those who resist, he kills everyone. Not just the warriors, the women, the children, the dogs. He leaves nothing but ashes and bones. It's not cruelty for cruelty's sake, it's a strategy. Terror is his weapon. Word spreads, Genghis Khan doesn't take prisoners, he takes worlds. The coronation, 1206, the year of the tiger. All the Mongol tribes gather at the Onon River. Thousands of warriors, dozens of clans. For the first time in history, they're united. They look at Temujin, the boy who survived poison, slavery, starvation, and war. The boy who refused to die. And they proclaim him Genghis Khan, universal ruler, emperor of all. He's 44 years old. He's conquered Mongolia. Now he's coming for the world.
Let me explain something. The Mongol army isn't just an army. It's a plague with a pulse. It's death on horseback. Here's how they do it. Speed. Each warrior has 5 horses. When one tires, they switch. They can ride 100 miles in a single day. Medieval European armies, maybe 15 miles if they're lucky. By the time you see the dust cloud on the horizon, they're already behind you. The composite bow. Their bows can pierce armor at 300 meters. They can shoot backwards while galloping at full speed. Imagine a machine gun that never runs out of ammo mounted on a Ferrari. That's a Mongol archer. Psychological warfare. But here's the genius part. They send spies ahead. These spies spread rumors. The Mongols drink blood. They eat human flesh. They build pyramids from skulls. They rape everything. They kill everything. By the time the Mongols arrive, defenders are already trembling. Some cities surrender just hearing their name. Fake retreats. And the tactic that breaks everyone? The feigned retreat. They pretend to run away. The enemy charges thinking they've won. Then, the Mongols circle back, arrows from all sides. It's a massacre. European knights fall for it every single time. The Rape of China. 1211. Genghis Khan looks south at the Jin dynasty. Millions of people, fortified cities, advanced technology. The Chinese laugh and say, "These primitive nomads think they can conquer the US?" 3 years later, Beijing is burning. The streets are rivers of blood. Genghis Khan forced Chinese engineers to build him siege weapons. He takes their technology and uses it to destroy them. The Jin dynasty, one of the most advanced civilizations on Earth, brought to its knees by savages. The empire that signed its death warrant. But nothing compares to 1219. Genghis Khan sends a trade caravan of 500 merchants to the Khwarezmian Empire. It's a peace offering, gold, silk, jade. The governor kills them all, steals everything. Genghis Khan sends ambassadors. "Give me the governor, and we'll forget this happened." The Shah of Khwarezm? He executes the ambassadors, beheads them, sends their heads back. Big mistake. The Wrath of Khan. Genghis Khan invades with 200,000 men. But this isn't a conquest. This is extermination. City by city, he doesn't just win, he erases. Samarkand falls, 50,000 dead. Urgench falls. Soldiers are ordered to kill 50,000 people each. That's millions in one city alone. But Nishapur resists. It kills one of Genghis Khan's favorite sons-in-law. When it falls, Genghis Khan orders kill everything that breathes. Soldiers go door to door, men, women, children, babies, dogs, cats, rats, everything. Then they decapitate the corpses and arrange the heads into pyramids. 3 pyramids. Men, women, children. 1.7 million people. Gone. The entire city is razed, not brick left standing. They divert the river to erase it from existence. Within 20 years, historians will debate if Nishapur ever even existed. The terror spreads like wildfire. The Mongols sweep through Persia, through Russia, through Eastern Europe. Kings receive letters. "I am the punishment of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you." Cities hear they're coming and surrender immediately. No fight, just please don't kill us. But some resist. And those cities? They become lessons. Their names become synonyms for apocalypse. The Empire of Blood and Silk. The numbers that break your mind. By 1227, the Mongol Empire is 12 million square miles. To put that in perspective, you could fit the entire Roman Empire inside it twice. It's bigger than Africa. It's 20% of Earth's landmass. One man, one lifetime, 20% of the planet. 40 million people are dead. That's 11% of the world's population. If you adjusted that to today's population, that's 880 million people. Genghis Khan killed more humans than Hitler and Stalin combined. But here's where it gets weird, really weird. Under Mongol rule, the Silk Road becomes safe. Merchants travel freely from Europe to China. Religious tolerance is guaranteed. Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, all protected. Women can own property, divorce, and refuse marriage. He creates the first international postal system. Merit beats bloodline. A shepherd can become a general. Wait, what? The man who builds pyramids of skulls also creates religious freedom? The man who massacres millions also promotes women's rights? It's a contradiction that breaks your brain. He's a monster to his enemies and a visionary to his people. The genetic immortality. And here's the stat that should terrify you. In 2003, scientists discovered that 16 million men alive today are direct descendants of Genghis Khan. That's 0.5% of the entire male population of Earth. Think about that. 800 years later, his DNA is everywhere. He didn't just conquer land, he conquered the gene pool. He's more successful at reproduction than any human in recorded history. Evolution itself bent the knee to Genghis Khan. The final campaign. 1227. Genghis Khan is 65 years old. Most men his age are dead or dying, but him? He's invading the Western Xia dynasty. And then he dies. But how? Nobody knows. The records are contradictory, confusing, hidden. Some say he fell from his horse, and the injuries killed him. Others say a captured princess smuggled a weapon and murdered him in his sleep. One legend says she hid a weapon inside her body and used it when he tried to... well, you get the picture. The burial that vanished. Here's where the creepy part comes. His body is taken back to Mongolia. 2,000 soldiers escort the funeral procession. When they arrive at the burial site, every single one of them is executed. 2,000 men dead, so they can't reveal the location. Then they divert a river over his grave. They plant forests. They erase landmarks. To this day, with satellites, ground-penetrating radar, and 21st century technology, we cannot find his grave. The greatest conqueror in history is buried somewhere in Mongolia, and his location, that secret, died with 2,000 men. The empire outlives the emperor. But death doesn't stop the Mongols. His sons and grandsons continue the conquest. Kublai Khan conquers all of China. Hulagu Khan destroys Baghdad. Batu Khan invades Europe. By 1279, the Mongol Empire controlled 24 million square miles. 1 in 4 humans lives under Mongol rule. The question. So who was Genghis Khan? Monster? Genius? Hero? Villain? The answer is yes, to all of them. He's responsible for 40 million deaths. He's the deadliest single human who ever lived. His conquests make Hitler look like an amateur. But he also united the largest land empire in history. He connected East and West. He promoted tolerance, merit, and trade. He's proof that one person can change everything. One person can reshape the world, for better, for worse, for forever. From a boy eating rats in the snow, to the man who conquered 20% of Earth. From Temujin the slave, to Genghis Khan the god. His empire crumbled, but his legacy? It's written in your DNA. It's carved into borders. It's buried in mass graves across 2 continents. Genghis Khan is dead, but he's everywhere.